It's Week 10 of the National Football League.
And coming up, we'll see the electric Jayden Daniels.
He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Commanders and the Steelers.
And it's coming right up on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for joining us, football fans. I'm Kate Scott, joined in the booth by my partner, Brock Hewitt. And this week, Brock, got one group coming in off a win, another off that well-earned bye. Should make for a really energetic game. I'm wondering if you think one has the advantage over the other.
Well, I'd like to know how every single body feels down there, but we don't. My guess is they're all hurting a little bit because once you get past the opener, you're never quite 100%. So I typically will lean with the team coming off a win. You feel good about.
Ball was teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And leading them out, the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, the number 2 pick in the NFL draft out of LSU, Jayden Daniels.
And when we look back at last week's win, Kate, pretty easy to see those 4 touchdowns. A lot more of an impact on the game than the 1 interception he threw. Wasn't quite perfect. I'm sure that pick will nag at him, but you'd welcome an encore of everything else he was doing in that ball game.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Hits him on the out route. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's enough for a first down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Throwing now, Daniels. It's caught, Eckler. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. Leading them out, a man in his 13th NFL season, and rising quickly up the career leaderboards, Russell Wilson.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Ross off the play fake. It's caught. That's Mike Williams. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A pickup there of 33 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Now Wilson on the play fake. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Wanted to get that one, Mike Williams. And that'll bring up second down. Russ now from the gun. Caught by Freiermuth. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. All down by Dorrance Armstrong. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this third down. Once more, it's Wilson. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 35 on the pickup. And the Commanders will have a first. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. That stop made by T.J. Watt. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Daniels from the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Daniels. Throwing deep for the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive of the game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They'll start with a give to Harris. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Quick slant, that's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First down, here's Russ. That throw finds Pickens. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop. Second down now, 7 to go. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First carry for the versatile vet Cordarrelle Patterson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Harris gets it on the counter. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. So now they're going to throw with Wilson. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they are unable to double their lead.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Commanders set to take over. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Minkah Fitzpatrick in on the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Just a couple of yards on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Tress Way on to punt. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Wilson to throw it. Tipped in the air, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Frankie Louvu.
As a quarterback, the one thing you want to do is you want to gain the trust of everybody around you, but in particular, your coordinator. And your offensive coordinator just trusted you inside your own 10 to take care of the football. And when you break that trust and you give the ball away, I doubt we see another one of those decisions backed up near their own goal line.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Daniels now. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Commanders ball as we get back for the second, and they're thinking points. Robinson has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
Back-to-back stands from this front. No gain on the play brings up 4th and goal.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They'll run it with Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
Well, a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked off.
Yeah, kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Finds a seam down the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still first down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Wilson now from the gun. Throw complete to Williams. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Got Williams, and it's complete. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. Third and a lone yard coming up. They'll try to run it with Harris. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Wilson with it on first. It's Pickens on the slant. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, first and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And they're going to bring him down at the 36. He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. On play action now, Wilson. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Running behind center with Harris. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Ross is going to cook here. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Dicker connects there. It sails right through. A beautifully placed football.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Daniels on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Timing is everything in life, And timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Robinson a first down and more. And all the way up to the 42-yard line before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. They're running the option, short side. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. On target to his man, Zacchaeus. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Minkah Fitzpatrick in on the stop. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
What you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Russ looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
The Steelers making their red zone debut in this one. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. Flushed out of the... This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. The Steelers trying to add to their lead. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Here comes Chris Boswell and the Steelers field goal unit. From 37 yards in the right hash. Dicker connects there. And they come away with some points on that series.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers take over on his 5th interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
The Steelers taking over on offense with halftime rapidly approaching. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Ross out of the pistol. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. George Pickens the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers take a 16-point lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Commanders head out now late in the first half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. On first down, here's Daniels. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with, hopefully, a much better job finishing the catch.
This one taken in by Zacchaeus. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Got his target at Zacchaeus. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Again, Daniels to the air. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. Field goal unit out there on second down as they try for 3 here before halftime. This a 39-yarder. Schrader's kick is up and good. And that drops the deficit down to 13.
Well, nothing to critique there. Good snap, good hold, and he puts it through to pay off the drive with 3 points.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. He's got a gain of 6 there. Frankie Luvu there for the tackle. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. This is Harris on second down. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. That brings us to the break. The Steelers taking a lead into the visiting locker room. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Calvin Austin on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Steelers, down Russell Wilson, headed back to the field now. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. This is Harris. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Russ now from the gun. Fine. The ball is loose. But I believe a Steeler was first to that football. They make the recovery and keep possession. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now here's Russ. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. A run here with Harris. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets him around 6 there. Frankie Luvu there for the tackle.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Steelers 1st down. A give left side. Here's Harris. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Russ setting to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Harris is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs then, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Ooh, this is so tough, Brock. You understand what he was trying to do, make something happen, ended up outside the pocket, but even some added creativity can't yield 2 points here.
You get down here on these 2-point conversions, the real estate just gets gobbled up in a hurry. Not only for the QB, but the receivers as well. Only so much time to try to make something work before that defender said, "Not in my house."
Has this at the 6. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. They'll start the drive with Eckler. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd and 8. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Now is Terry McLaurin on the target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Here's Daniels. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now Daniels off the play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Short pass brought in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And things just seem to keep snowballing for them. Now their special teams is involved. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year is over. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Benjamin St-Juste getting up to end that play. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Wilson now from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got Pickens. That's 16 on the pickup. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, here's Russ. This ball's cut by Pickens. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Throw complete to Williams. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. All set up now for 1st and 10. Najee takes this one. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. On play action now, Wilson. Looking for a target. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Ross off the play fake. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Running left is Harris. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Harris once more. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Steelers 1st down. Play action, it's Wilson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again.
Commanders 3.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Daniels on 1st down. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's stopped, so that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Commanders with possession, but they're in a pretty deep hole to start the 4th. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now Daniels to throw. Ertz reels it in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Minkah Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
The Steelers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And you know this firsthand, partner. You get above that 300 mark, you and your offense are going to have plenty of highlights to choose from by this point in the game. We're getting a look at some of them now. You just got to marvel at how well he's played the quarterback position here. They've got first down from the 31. They give now to Najee. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Mike Sanders still makes the play. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Went to the old well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after try. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders get it back to a 19-point deficit. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. Patterson now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Steelers offense headed out. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah. Not
just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
1st and 10, give to Harris. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple yards there.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down here, another give to Harris. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. Russ now from the gun. Austin's there to haul it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They go with Harris on the run. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
And again, they'll get there to meet him at the line and take him down. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be 3 total on the play. 4th and 7 now. On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Connects on the crosser. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Dump off caught by his back. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Oh no, they get him yet again! Minkah Fitzpatrick has got it. Space on the right, and he's got room. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. You get a pick 6, you get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers continue piling on to this lead.
Commanders 10. Chris Boswell, the kickoff.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now this offense ready to head back out. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Daniels coming back after that pick. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34. Finds him over the middle. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. Took off with it again. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the Steelers' 34-yard line.
Daniels from the pistol. Able to hit Robinson, complete.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's good for a Commanders 1st down.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
8-yard yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another carry for Robinson. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. From the gun, it's Daniels. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. That one's rejected at the line. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Out of the gun, Daniels. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 2nd down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They'll run here following the penalty. And they're ready for him at the line. Couldn't manage anything there.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make the stop.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. Man, this one is gonna sting, partner. You pride yourself on defending your building, getting those home victories. Instead, you end up taking a bitter pill today in front of your own fans.
Well, as one coach famously said, we're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. That's all these guys could do after giving one up at home. Just look ahead to the next game. Focus on prepping for the next opponent and working your tail off, and make up for losing in front of the home crowd by giving your fans something to cheer about the next time out.
So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Steelers are winners, as with that, we sign off from D.C.